Have you ever wondered what cars do billionaires drive? While most people think that billionaires drive the most expensive cars in the market, it is not always the case. Most wealthy people prefer to live a frugal lifestyle and save on costs. Although cars are one of the things rich people buy for fun, they are usually very careful not to spend a fortune on a car. So let's get started. 10. Google founders Larry Page / Sergey Brin Tesla Roadster Toyota Prius. By grouping two people under one number, we are able to avoid cheating somewhat. However, there is a valid reason behind this. Both Larry Page and Sergey may modestly lay claim to having started Google, but it is not all that they have in common. Both had previously owned identical cars, whether on purpose or not. Specifically, a Toyota Prius and a Tesla Roadster. Due to its scarcity, the Roadster is a particularly difficult vehicle to value. The car is predicted to become a collector's item in the future, while some models have already sold for a respectable amount of money. 9. Amancio Ortega Audi A8 Mercedes GL. Amancio Ortega is a somewhat reclusive person. He has only ever conducted 3 interviews in his life. Doesn't seem like a man who is worth £58 billion and with businesses like Zara under his belt, does it? For example, because he prefers to keep himself very private, he isn't often seen driving anything particularly flashy, but he has occasionally been seen driving an Audi A8 and a Mercedes GL. 8. Mark Zuckerberg, Pagani Huayra, Honda Jazz. Sometimes he may appear to be a robot dressed in human skin. However, Mark Zuckerberg is adept at making an emotional decision. The Italian dual turbocharged V12 Pagani Huayra belongs to the man who invented Facebook. Nice, huh? You'd think he'd spend his billions on something more interesting than the Honda Jazz, though. On occasion, he has been seen driving around in 7. Bill Gates Porsche 959. Bill Gates, the creator of Microsoft, previously held the title of world's richest man, but has modestly fallen to 4th place in recent years, still having a net worth of £86 billion, the disgrace. He doesn't exactly lack money, and his taste in automobiles reflects that. His Porsche 959, which he purchased brand new in the 1980s, is the most remarkable. Gates couldn't bring his into America because of a legislation that prohibits the importation of vehicles under 25 years old that haven't received release certification on that side of the Atlantic. It was impounded for more than 10 years before he eventually gained access to it thanks to the introduction of the show and display rule, which allowed vehicles as long as they traveled fewer than 2,500 miles annually. 6. Mukesh Ambani, Maybach 62. Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in Asia, is worth more than £80 billion, and he doesn't really try to conceal that. Through his conglomerate Reliance Industries, the Indian billionaire has holdings in everything from petrochemicals to textiles. Among the automobiles owned by Ambani are Rolls-Royces, Aston Martins, and BMWs. One of them is distinctive from the others. His wife once gave him a Maybach 62 that was entirely customized as a birthday gift, a rather appropriate present for a man who has everything, it seems. 5. Larry Ellison Lexus LFA McLaren F1 Lexus LS 600A. By inventing the computer company Oracle, Larry Ellison amassed his fortune and is now worth more than £80 billion. A sizable portion of the money was invested in a nice car collection, which included a Lexus LFA and a McLaren F1. But he decided to go with a Lexus LS 600 for the daily commute, which, despite being quite reasonable, feels like the dull Lexus to take out of the morning. 4. Warren Buffett Cadillac XTS. Warren Buffett is well known for having amassed billions of dollars on Wall Street through extremely wise investments and a good sense of when to spend money and when not to. He doesn't appear to be spending a lot of his $99 billion in wealth on automobiles, though. The most intriguing vehicle he is rumored to have had is a Cadillac XTS. Such frugality is typical of Buffett. Mind, residing in a home that he paid $31,500 for, around $285,000, or £248,000 in 1958, £248,000. 3. Jeff Bezos Honda Accord. The brains behind Amazon are Jeff Bezos. His wealth comes from the dubious purchases you made using your Prime account's free next-day delivery. Get behind the wheel of a used Honda Accord if you want a taste of the Bezos lifestyle. It was the vehicle he used to get around when he first became wealthy in the 1990s, although there is no assurance that driving would bring you the same riches. 2. Bernard Arnault BMW 760i. Imagine yourself as the CEO of the biggest luxury goods company in the world, pleasing the wealthy with names like Louis Vuitton and Moat. You'll want a fancy car to go with it, right? Bernard Arnault, on the other hand, might not give a hoot about it. The BMW 760i, which he has recently been sighted driving, is undoubtedly a fine vehicle, but it predates 2015 and doesn't exactly scream being at the forefront of the fashion business. To each his or her own. 1. Elon Musk. McLaren F1. James Bond. Lotus Esprit. Elon Musk is in charge of Tesla, the electric vehicle manufacturer you may be familiar with. He initially amassed his billions by founding PayPal and other companies, and throughout the years, he has bought some remarkable cars with his cash. In addition to owning a McLaren F1, Musk also paid about £600,000 for the Lotus's spirit from the James Bond movie, The Spy Who Loved Me. But it won't stay hidden under the covers indefinitely. Nearly as insane as his proposed flights to Mars, Musk wants to transform it into a genuine submarine. We sincerely hope it entertained you or taught you something. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications.